challenges today may be somewhat different from those of our forefathers. Nevertheless, the challenges remain and still require dynamic, bold, entrepreneurial-minded leadership with a plan and vision to transform its people and their country with a focused determination. Only then can our Bahamas achieve its great destiny, and we may again say with confidence and without fear of contradiction, yes, it's still better in the Bahamas. I recently heard the Prime Minister in the House of Assembly talking about what is in the DNA of the FNM. I cannot say for certain what is in the DNA of the FNM, nor will I venture to guess. I can tell you, though, that the DNA of the PLP is composed of transformational ideas, planning and vision, and the time is now upon us again to ignite and engage that transformational spirit. You will recall it was a great vision of men and women in the PLP when Sir Lyndon Pindlin, Sir Milo Butler, Sir Cecil Wallace Whitfield, Sir Clement Maynard, His Excellency Sir Arthur Hanna, Carlton Francis, Doris Johnson, and Clarence Bain, to name a few, dreamt big and instituted a policy of Bahamianization and Bahamians first without regard for race, politics, or religion. They offered free secondary education and the explosion of scholarships for tertiary level education. And through their vision, oversaw the formation of numerous established institutions in our Bahamas, including the Central Bank to promote monetary prudence, the National Insurance Board as a social safety net, the Bahamas Development Bank to encourage and boost entrepreneurship, the College of the Bahamas, and BTVI for the expansion of human capital and human resources, the Bahamas Mortgage Corporation to directly influence the rate of home ownership, the Defense Force for the protection of our natural resources and the boundaries of our nation. And they ushered in an independent Bahamas on July 10th, 1973. The time is short tonight, so I have only named just a few of the accomplishments. What is extraordinary is that history and the records of the House Assembly show us that the FNM opposed just about all of these advancements. Maybe that is what is in their DNA. You will also recall there was our leader and then Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Perry G. Christie, who between the years 2002 and 2007 introduced the Anchor Project to stimulate growth on our family islands and slow the exodus and displacement of families. He challenged the board of the College of Bahamas to transform the college to become the University of the Bahamas. And I had the privilege of serving on that board for 5 years and worked tirelessly under the focused chairmanship of Mr. Franklin Wilson to put the groundwork in place so that, God willing, in 2009, we will see the formation of the University of the Bahamas. Our leader and then Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Perry Christie, also introduced legislation to Parliament for the enactment of the National Insurance Act, which was passed by the House and Senate. He commissioned and oversaw a master plan for the redevelopment of the city of Nassau, which included the revitalization of downtown, the relocation of the port to Clifton Key, and the development of a new airport to promote national unity and economic expansion. These, my brothers and sisters, are transformational ideas, policies, and thinking that have made the PLP a great political organization of nation builders. The sad reality, though, is that today our country grapples with major challenges, from the virtual collapse of the economy. And there is no rallying cry for us Bahamians. Surely there must be vision that goes beyond mere survival through government handouts, however well intended. The actions of the current government are causing many to conclude that the leaders of the FNM have no sustainable and meaningful answers, plans, or vision. Their stubbornness to properly and widely consult is particularly disappointing and unfortunate. This is where we are today. A prime minister and an F&M government who are void of ideas and not willing to listen, seek help, or ask for advice. It is up to us in the PLP to make the case for the PLP, door by door, square mile by square mile throughout this country, that we have a plan, a vision to complete the transformation of the Bahamas as envisaged by our forefathers and seen through our eyes. Now is the time to build on those ideas and stand on the broad shoulders of the pioneers of the modern Bahamas and look deep into the future and chart a new and steady course for the Bahamas of the 21st century. The time is now for a new generation of Bahamian to take his rightful place at the table of political direction. The time is now for us to fulfill the dreams of the great visionaries and nation builders who preceded us. The time is now for us to come together and develop a national strategic plan that will guide and propel the Bahamas in the 21st century. The time is now to diversify our economy. The time is now to fix our judicial system. The time is now to implement the National Insurance Act. The time is now to focus on alternative sources of energy and bring the cost of electricity down for the average Bahamian. The time is now to develop a sustainable agricultural program as a matter of national security. The time is now to ensure that when Bahamian children graduate from school, they can read, write, and do simple arithmetic. The time is now to return to basic, common Christian values. Bahamians, the time is now. As we look to the future in the PLP, one thing I do know is that no one individual or political party has all the answers. That we must possess the political maturity to put the battle of the election campaign behind us and govern for the benefit of all Bahamians, thereby bringing steady, common sense approach to government and reject the erratic, partisan, and arrogant approach that we have experienced from this Prime Minister and the FNM. PLPs, we need all hands on deck to make any meaningful headway. We need black, white, male, female, Christian, non-Christian, and yes, PLP, FNM, and independent, all behind a PLP party and its leader who is transformational, disciplined, and who brings a politically mature, common sense approach to leadership and will lead our great progressive liberal party into the future. PLP! PLP!